Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy. Right off the bat, I need to tell you that the day after Thanksgiving, I managed to get COVID, and so I've been coughing and pretty sick, but I'm starting to feel better, and I wanted to get a project going today for our birch tree, pink Christmas tree. This today's project will be some hidden paper clips, and some of you may know how to do those, but I'm going to show you how to construct them, and I'm going to keep them pretty simple. So this is one that I've made that has nothing to do with this kit, but they just clip over the page like this, and you can slide things in under, and they get held in place in your journal. And they have a decoration on the front and the back side so that it looks pretty in your journal. So I'm going to show you how to make these today. And first thing I'm going to do is just do the front sides of 4. Then I'll come back and do the back side. And then we'll add a few more embellishments before we clip these on our tree. The first one, what all you do is, they don't have to be any certain size. They can be little bitty, they can be larger, long, however you want them. But I just took some cardstock that I had already printed and just cut it in kind of a rectangle shape and folded it in half and inked it on the edges. So on this one we will have the rose pattern on the front and the back of this one. Now to get our paper clip inside, all we do is take another piece of paper. It can be any kind of paper. I just have this laying here. So I want to make sure that I get it long enough, and I'll fold it and I will put my paper clip right in the center. And then on the inside of this, I'm going to use my glue stick and put a little extra here right in the center so that paper clip will get held down really well. And then this is just going to wrap right onto here and press it down. And then you will cut off the edges here of excess. We had a big family gathering of all my family for Thanksgiving, and quite a few of us ended up with COVID. It was quite a surprise after so long of going without having been exposed, but those things happen. I suppose it was worth it. We sure enjoyed seeing each other, and we had people come from Texas, and my niece and her family are in East Africa, and my daughter's in Tennessee, so we all came together at my mother's house and had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So this is ready now. This will, this has the paper clip in it, so it will slide down over a page like that. So I'm just going to decorate the front of it with my little reindeer and the words Merry and Bright and some of my lace. I'll use this other glue for that. I'm going to glue the lace on here so that it hangs over the edge a little bit. I apologize for my voice, and I've had people comment on my fingernails and they look terrible today, but I'm just glad to be alive and able to talk and in the mood for crafting. So I hope you'll put up with this and hopefully enjoy the video. This is going to be the last of the things that I make to put on my tree, and then we're going to start our journal and start to select items off of the tree to put into the journal. I have more things I can make to put on the tree, so it's not like the tree is not going to have anything on it. I just thought this would be a fun way to create the ephemera for the inside of the journal and then come back and actually make our journal. So there's our little reindeer glued on. And then I chose the words merry and bright, and this is the ones that had the little place to put a hole in and fasten it on, but I cut that off, and I'm just going to put this right on here. And like I said, I'm going to keep this simple, and then we'll come back and embellish. I'm going to do the front of each one first, and then I have something different I want to do on the back, and we'll come back and do that. And then after that, we'll come back and use some ribbons and things on here. So there's our little reindeer. The next one, and these are all different sizes because I just used paper that I had. I cut my rectangle, and I'm gonna use my, I'm not sure if I can use this or not. It's not big enough. I'll use this paper right here. This is just some paper that I had printed, and I'll use this to put my paper clip on. And use my glue stick. Again, I use the Scott permanent glue stick. It has done a really good job for me on anything I've made. I buy it off of Amazon in packs of 24 because I use so much of it. A little extra here in the middle. Just put this in here with the paper clip sort of centered and glue that down. Excuse me, and then cut off the excess. Sometimes I gasp for air. I think I'm not getting all the air I need because of the COVID. I'm not contagious anymore. It's been 6 days, but I'm going to stay home for about 10 days. And make sure that I don't pass this along to anybody or reinfect myself. I thought for sure I was going to get through all this without getting it. I've had all my vaccinations and all my boosters, and I'm just thankful I did because it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Okay, there's that one. And I'm going to put some lace here at the bottom, across the bottom on this one. I like to let it hang over because it makes it look fancy. Putting a bow up at the top. And then I chose the word Christmas. I didn't mention, but all these, this whole series of videos for my tree decorations that will also be in a journal. I've used the Jingle Christmas Digital Kit from Shabby Art Boutique. Wonderful kit with so many things in there that I don't even think I can use them all. I printed everything out, and I cut out a lot and started my little boxes of ephemera, and then I stopped and started making things, and now I'm just cutting out what I want to use as I go. So there's that one. The next one, I use this knitted paper. Again, it's I already had it printed out. I didn't mention either, I have inked around the edges of all these things with my Distress Oxide tea dye color. I decided to put this one sideways so it'll clip on the side of a page. So we're going to, let's see. Okay, this will work on this one. Put my clip on here. This is just some book pages I had already. Put my glue in here. And I'll just lay this over the clip, basically in the center. Press it down good. And cut off the excess paper. Okay, on this one, I'm going to use my little reindeer, and I'm going to put the lace down the left-hand side, hanging over the edge again. My little reindeer stamp is going to go on next. And then I'm going to use the word reindeer. Let's see. I think I put it down the side this way. takes this glue a little while to stick on this lace. I'll go ahead and slide it over here and keep pressing it down. The next one, I'm using the green. I did each one of them out of different paper. And then the things that I chose to go on the front were kind of contrasting with the paper. So, let's see. Just get a piece of regular paper, fold it in half. It doesn't need to be printed paper at all. I just had this. Sitting here. It could be plain white paper, book pages, whatever you want to use. I don't use cardstock again because I feel like that might make it too thick by the time we get through decorating. Okay, this will go right on here like this. And again, I'll cut off the excess paper. This is a good way to use up your scraps. Okay. So we're going to decorate this with this ribbon on the side. The Santa face. I put him on at kind of an angle. And then I just picked a couple of pieces of the candy to go on this side. I need to trim off this little piece of lace here. Okay, there's my 4 that I just finished for us. Oops. And the next thing I'm going to do is turn this over on the back, and I believe I'm going to put pockets on the back with a little something in it. And then I'll show you how to do those, and then we'll do some embellishments on here. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back to do the back side of our hidden paper clips. This is the one with the bow. I'm going to turn it over. Remember, it clips on the page at the top. Turn it over. And I think I mentioned I decided I wanted to put pockets on the back. So I've chosen on this one a little one of our tickets with the reindeer and the stocking. And I will glue down these 3 sides. I'm about to run out of steam. I know if you've had COVID or had the flu or anything, it really takes a lot out of you. I wanted to finish these today so that I could get this video posted, and then we can start on our journal using these items that we've created, plus some of the other ephemera. I took one of my poinsettias and just cut out the square rather than fussy cutting it to stick in the pocket like this. So that one's finished. We're going to come back and embellish it just a little bit. So there's the back side of the one with the bow. This one here is the one with the reindeer on the front. And I chose this heart that was in the kit to make a pocket on the back. And I'm just going to glue down the point and up the sides just a little here. And inside this pocket, I'm going to put one of the little tickets. I think I need to come up a little higher. Okay. Put this little ticket down inside. And then I'm just going to decorate the heart with one of our little candies. And a jingle bell. So there's our pocket on the back of the reindeer. This next one is our Santa. I'll flip him over, and I decided to do a pocket out of just one of our papers, contrasting papers that I had left over from cutting out the kit. And I'll place that down here at the bottom. And then on the pocket, I wanted to place one of our poinsettias. I won't put glue at those points at the top. They'll stick up above the pocket. And then all I did was take a little piece of my paper and fold it in half to make a little journal card to go down inside. So that's the back side of my Santa one. And then this one is the one that clips on the side of the page. So I'll flip that over. And I wanted to use a pocket, again, from our leftover cardstock, and just glue down the bottom 3 sides. On the pocket, I'm going to place the word Santa. And then inside the pocket, I will put one of our little Santas. They could be used to write a little note on. So there's the back sides. Whoops. The back sides of our 4 hidden paper clips. And I'll be back in a minute with some trim and pearls and ribbons and things to finish these up for you. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I finished up these hidden paper clips off camera, and I'll just show you what I did. I just added some embellishments. This is a little satin bow with a pearl in the middle that is bought in little packages at Michael's or somewhere. I put it in the middle of our bow. And some little gold pearl type stick-ons on the corners of our word. And on the back side, I just put a bow out of our seam binding crinkled ribbon. On this one, I added pearls down the side. These are the peel and stick where you cut off the length that you need and then just peel them off and stick them on. And one of our bows from the crinkled ribbon. This is the ribbon I get from a store on Etsy. She hand dyes all the seam binding, and I order it. And on the back side, I added this trim. That is some that my mother gave me from her Victorian ornament making stash. This one with the Santa, I just added a bow at the bottom of the candy, and then on the back side, I added some of that gold trim. On our reindeer, I added 2 rows of the rhinestones that are just like the pearls. It comes on a sheet, and you cut the length you need, peel and stick. And then another one of those sweet little bows, pre-made bows. And on the back side, I just added a pink bow on our heart. And the only other thing I'm going to do is here and there, I'm going to use some stickles. I already had some on the bells on this wreath around the reindeer's neck here. And so I'm going to add a little bit of stickles here and there. But basically, these are done. I'll take pictures of them, clip them on my tree, and then in this video, I will show you pictures of the tree and the ornaments on it, pictures of these, along with these instructions that I've given you. The next time I come back, we'll be ready to put together a small journal using some of the elements that we've created in these last few videos. So I appreciate you watching today and bearing with me as I'm quickly losing my voice. And I appreciate you taking the time and the interest to watch. I hope you are inspired and will create some pretty things of your own. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.